Welcome to Magic Arcanum. I'm Nicole Bolas-Burdick, and on your screen is Ryan Gomez, and we're so glad you're here because it's
Story time!
yes.
That's right. We got a great episode here planned for you today. It's a little different, obviously. Things are not as they normally appear, and that is because we have been asked by our friends at Cubeamajigs to talk about the Kickstarter for their second edition of Cubeamajigs. And I've got one right here. This is the Black Lotus version. You might have seen it in an earlier video that we did all about the history of the Lotus, which is really cool. You should go back and check that one out if you missed it. But we're also going to explain a little bit more about these things, why they're so cool, why you should check out that Kickstarter. There is a link down in the description of this video. But just in case you've never even heard of a cube before, let's go back to the very beginning and understand the context of these fun little deck boxes, just to give you an idea of why you might want to have some in your collections. So, Nicole, you've played with cubes before.
Definitely.
Right? Yeah,
many times.
Many times. They are a fun way to play Magic because the way they work is you get to be sort of a designer. And just like how you design a Magic deck, you design a cube. It is a pool of 360 to 500 something, I don't remember the exact number, couple hundred cards that you pick, and then they behave as if they were a set, right? So then you divide those cards up into packs, you draft them with your friends in a pod, exactly as you would with booster packs from an actual set, but you are in control of what goes into those packs. And there's lots of cool ways that you can design your cube. It's a very personalized and creativity kind of driven thing. You could pick maybe your favorite block. So maybe it's I don't know, Ravnik Innistrad. You could have, right there. We've been to Innistrad many times. Pick all of your favorite cards from all the different sets that have happened on Innistrad, put them together into a cube, and then every time you draft it, you're having like a mini Innistrad Halloween party right there with your friends, right? You could pick something like Dominaria and have a bunch of legendary creatures in there and sagas and stuff like that. You could pick Theros. You could pick something, a totally different theme. It doesn't have to be based on a set. Our friend Adam Staborski has done the Pauper Cube, where every card in there is common. And as big fans of the Pauper format, that's a really cool way to design a cube too. There's no planeswalkers or anything like that in there, so you have to be really selective about your bombs. Like how do you draft a bomb common, right? Like that's a very different experience than you would get from drafting Kaldheim straight off the shelf. So cubes are really, really cool, but we have a problem, Nicole. We don't have a Magic Arcanum Cube of our own yet.
You're right.
So that's what we're doing here today. We are going to have a little battle, and the winner of our battle is going to get to decide what's going into the official Magic Arcanum Cube, to be determined later. We're not quite ready for that yet. So back to the Cubeamajigs, right? You design your cube, you get all those cards together, and then you put them into the Cubeamajigs themselves. These are little kind of slim deck boxes that are designed to mimic the experience of opening a pack of cards at the start of a draft. So in here, you can fit, and I'll kind of crack this open. I put some cards in here already.
Is there a Black Lotus in there?
There's not a Black Lotus in here. There might be a Gilded Lotus. That's as close as I think I have.
Pretty close.
So they can hold, they can hold about, I think it's about 20 sleeved cards, which also makes them perfect for Jumpstart. If you've been collecting the different Jumpstart packs, you could put each one into a different Cubeamajig, shuffle them all up, let everybody pick one of those to build their Jumpstart decks. So they're really cool. They're reusable, totally environmentally friendly. You're not wasting paper or whatever. You just, at the end of your event, have everyone put their cards back in, and you're ready to play again tomorrow, or right away if you're having an all day thing.
You're like me.
Cube day, Saturday, Sunday, whatever. Yes. They come in these bigger boxes that have matching art. So here's the Lotus again. This holds 10 of those. I think you can kind of see that there. So there's a bunch of them in there. So that's like super nice. This is a 400 count box. You can take the Cubeamajigs out and just put regular cards in here if you just want to store your stuff in a beautiful Lotus box, whatever. They also have available on the Kickstarter the Podamajig, which I don't have one of here, but it is a much bigger box designed to hold a whole cube's worth of the Cubeamajigs, or 9 commander decks, or like all of Jumpstart, or if you've been collecting all of the Innistrad cards and you want somewhere to keep them, that's fancy. whatever. It's a really nice big box. I'll put the graphic up on screen probably when I edit this later. I don't know. But that's what we're excited about. So we have been looking at this Cubeamajig Kickstarter. They've got, I think, over 30 pieces of all new art commissioned by some of your favorite Magic artists. And they kind of went back and they redid some of the classic things, like Black Lotus. That's Donato Giancola, who has done some fabulous Magic art in the past, and they asked him to do a Black Lotus, which is really cool. Nicole and I each looked through all the available art. Some of it is locked behind stretch goals or whatever, but the idea is if they hit all of these stretch goals, and by the time you're watching this video, maybe they already have. When we recorded it, there was still, I think, 1 or 2 tiers left, but they might have gotten past those. Those arts that get unlocked become options for going on your box and on your Cubeamajigs themselves. So Nicole and I each looked over the options that were available, took some time to get inspired, and then each went and created a deck based on some of the art that we saw. And then we're going to have a little battle on Arena, probably a best of 3 with our decks. We haven't seen each other's decks. I don't know what inspired her. She doesn't know what got to me, what's in my head. We're going to sit down, battle it out, and then the winner will get to make the first decision regarding the Arcanum official cube. Did I cover everything, Nicole? Did I get all that right?
Cubeamajigs are cool.
Yeah.
Art is cool. Arena, also cool.
Arena
Arcanum
battle.
Cube.
Yes.
A million times cool. Yes,
Got
I think
that.
you've covered all the cool things.
Great. Okay, so everybody watching, make sure you check out that link in the description. Check out the Cubeamajigs. You can get a box like this with 10 pre-made. You don't have to assemble them or anything. They come right out of there, just like I showed you. This is like $15, and you'll use this forever. You'll keep everything in there. It's a great investment if you take care of your Magic cards. If you love presentation and bling and all that sort of stuff that I'm a big sucker for, do it. It also gets cheaper the more of them you buy. They have bundles for like 3 or 12 or whatever. So awesome Kickstarter. I love Cubeamajigs. They've got tokens, they've got playmats, they've got everything that you need to make your whole gaming experience truly top shelf. So check out that Kickstarter. We really appreciate it. We're going to switch over to Arena. I'm not even going to show you what deck we're playing. We're just going to go straight into it and just start the battle. I will put the deck lists in the description of this video as well, so you can, if you're the type of person who needs to know what's going to happen next, you can go look at the list and kind of guess maybe who's going to win, because we have no idea. We're just going to go start slinging some spells and see what happens. So that's our plan. Are you ready, Nicole?
I'm ready.
All right.
So ready.
Let's do this. All right, here we go. Magic Arena. I won the coin flip, apparently, so I'm going to play first. And you get to see my opening 7. Now, Nicole can't see my screen. I can't see hers, although we are still connected through, we're using Zoom for all of this. I hope this works. We've never done this before. So there's my opening 7. I'm not going to say what any of these cards are because I don't want to tip her off just yet. But as soon as we get into the game, I will explain, obviously, the theme of my deck. Man, I am really tempted to keep this hand, though. And you know what? Let's live danger. I'm keeping. All right, so I'm keeping.
All right. Well, test my ability to poker face here.
And we'll see what Nicole Bolas is doing. All right, so Nicole keeps hers, I keep mine. We are beginning the battle for the cube. All right, this is for deciding the official Magic Arcanum Cube. I'm going to lead off with a Phyrexian Swamp. And then some Phyrexian mana. We've got, this will work great.
Oh, that's fun.
Vault Scourge. So there was in that art tier, one of the higher tiers had a piece of Phyrexian art there by Mark Zug. I think it's called Phyrexis, a combination of Phyrexia and Phyresis. And so I made a Phyrexian deck. I'm really excited about it. You also have a swamp.
Figure me out.
Okay. Vampire of the Dire Moon. Okay, so is this like a vampire? Well, of course it's a vampire.
This one is absolutely
is this a vampire? It's a vampire deck. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. All right. I remember seeing vampire art in the, so now I just got to see if this is mono black or black white or, I don't know. We'll see. All right. So I've got my Vault Scourge, who is going to attack. All right. And then, oh boy, we're going to play another one of these guys.
Oh,
because we kept a 1-land hand with 2 Vault Scourges.
Oh no,
We'll see if the vampires can punish the Phyrexians for leaning too much on a single swamp here.
Let's see here.
I don't know. All right, well, I don't think we're gonna trade off with that because we want our
Probably
life
not a
link.
great idea.
No.
Yeah.
Although you also have lifelink. We're both gonna just be gaining. Shuffler is fine. This is normal for Arena. We both draw 2 of their.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything is fine. And look at this.
This is not my entire deck, I promise.
You're doing great. All right. Yeah, I guess we just keep hitting, right? I don't know. Were we supposed to block there? I guess. But now yours gonna hit right back, so not a lot's gonna change here. Ooh, perhaps we should have stayed on defense. All right. Bloodthirsty Aerialist is now
very
huge.
thirsty.
All right, well, we found a third swamp. And so now we get to actually play some real cards here. So this is a 3-mana Vampire Rogue. And so, all right, so first, I guess. So it's a Phyrexian-inspired deck. Obviously, not every card has Phyrexians on it or in it, whatever. But I tried to pick stuff that would still be within, like, the realm of their universe. So this is well,
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
That's very generous of you. So that's Inscription of Ruin. And I think Phyrexians like to ruin stuff. We are not going to attack again, though. We're gonna sit back for a minute.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
All right. So Inscription of Ruin, just kind of a good all around. Kill something, discard cards, reanimate something. That's a nice Phyrexian value card, I feel. It does a thing. All right. So coming in with more vampires. Man. I think I just want to trade off with these and get them both out of here. Let's try some blocks. All right, no tricks. That could have been bad. And then a Savage Gorger at the beginning of your end step if opponent lost life this turn. All right, so we gotta not lose life. All right, we did not find another land. So I think we'll just pass it back.
My turn.
Yeah, take another turn. Why don't you?
I will.
The Phyrexians are nothing if not patient. We can play this game all day. So is this a mono black, or are you missing planes?
We are mono black.
Okay. So it's a mono black on mono black. That says something about our personalities and our friendship, that we both are like straight to black, and we're I don't know.
This is the only way.
I suppose. All right, Essence Infusion. Put 2 counters on a creature. It gains lifelink. Oof. All right.
Coming in.
Well, you thought he was, but
I did.
The Phyrexians are quite good at eliminating things, so we're just gonna squish
Not
him.
wrong.
Not wrong. Ooh, I should have saved.
How about another one?
That's a tough one. Man. Well, what do we think, guys? Do we just keep running out the removal.deck? I guess we have to, because if she gets an upper hand here. I know. Well, I'm already down on. All right.
This is 3 land decks. We've only got 3 lands in each.
That's true. This is small ball still. Once we get to the bigger digits, I think this game is gonna. Oh, Child of Night, a classic
vampire.
Classic vamp. All right. Well, still nothing to really play here, or do I?
Or do I? Oh gosh.
Child of Night, another aerialist. Oh boy. How do you have so many creatures? Not fair.
I don't have lands. I've only got 3 lands. Oh.
Yeah. All right. So.
Does she stay or does she go?
Man, I think you can keep that, but I'm gonna use the Tendrils of Corruption to gain a little bit more life and to get rid of your aerialist. So again, Tendrils of Corruption feels pretty Phyrexian. I mean, it's.
If anyone's gonna have tendrils to
delete and
get rid of things, it's gonna be the Phyrexians.
All right. So this one is another card that I'm probably gonna throw myself on the mercy of the court here, because Cavalier of Night, not a Phyrexian. He kind of looks like one though, and his abilities very value driven. Sacrifice a thing, kill something else, reanimate a thing. He's doing a lot of Phyrexian-ish. Phyrexish. I don't know. I majored in communications, but my English not so good. All right. So I like how he matches up against your child. Well, I did like how he matched. Oh, he's still bigger. All right.
Still bigger, but.
Bursting Bloodlord. Other vampires you control. All right.
So we're full vampires on this end. You're going Phyrexians. I'm
Phyrexian inspired. Almost. So they just added the Phyrexian creature type, and we had just seen Vorinclex in Kaldheim. So it felt like a kind of a neat time to kind of explore what a Phyrexian deck might look like. And that's where I'm at. So I think here we're going to use a card.
Gosh, we really do have all the removal over there,
I
don't
really
we?
do. So Crippling Fear, another vaguely Phyrexian-ish, you know, they kind of just...
What are the odds that last card is also removal, mister?
It is, but it's Doomblade, which only works on not black. It's not Doomblade.
It is, but
It's not Doomblade.
I know, but
Clear.
I really wouldn't put it past you.
Well, I didn't know what kind of deck you were... I could have.
Well, let's see here.
I decided to pick just cool Phyrexian creatures and some supporting cards like Crippling Fear, which again is a tribal card. Oh boy, well, if you don't have an answer for this guy, he's gonna take some big bites out of your life total. So
That he is, but it's all right.
So far, I think all you have really played are creatures and a single pump spell. Yeah. Oh.
He's a little bit smaller now.
Oh
but...
wait. Oh wait.
Oh no.
No, because it's dead weight. So wait, you gotta.
No, you're not allowed.
I can't make puns.
No.
Oh. Sorry.
No puns.
All right,
no
well,
puns
14 to 30, so...
I'm gonna waste that card I just played.
Wow. You know when he dies, I get something back, right? Oh, I don't have
mana value 3 or less.
Right, so... Here comes the Scourge.
Here comes the Scourge. Scourge?
Oh.
Mana value 3 or less. You're the one who taught me that eliminate.
Eliminate.
About 2 minutes ago.
So the vampires and the Phyrexians both love to eliminate.
I mean, neither of them are wrong.
It's true. It's just a good all-around strategic practice. You don't like them, eliminate them. I don't like that guy. Well. So let's see. He needs 3 mana to get pumped, and he becomes a 4/5.
I think the moral of the story here is that you have 31 life and I have 13.
That's interesting. It's like looking in a mirror.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
Something like that. Oh, this is fun. We should play more games.
We should play more games.
I mean, I don't know. This could be a feature on the channel. I'm curious to see what people think. The last one that we did with our Brawl decks did pretty good.
I would like to see what happens. We can get some more jumpstart back up in this arena.
Jumpstart, we could do, yep. Historic Brawl also gets called for a lot. Now, all right, so you are attacking into me with the Knight of the Ebon Legion, and I have a Perilous Myr.
Yep.
Myr or Myr?
Myr.
All right.
Myr?
So,
oh, God. Whatever we say, someone's going to tell.
You
say one,
doesn't
I'll
matter.
go with the other.
It's the internet, so I'm wrong. Oh, between the two of us, we can't be wrong.
You'll go, so Arcanum is correct, because between the two of us, we've got...
Yes, Magic Arcanum pronounced this card correct. You can't deny.
Yeah.
All right, well, your Knight of the Ebon Legion just...
Exploded,
so...
With peril.
Yeah, apparently. He got too close to my pot of goo guy. Well...
It does look slightly like a teapot, doesn't it?
It does. It's like a little copper kettle full of green bubbling stuff. Anyway. Oh, this guy again.
This guy again.
He's straight to being a 3/3. All right.
I don't know that it's gonna make much difference, friend. What you got?
Well, I don't know. I mean, how do I get past a 3/3 with my 1/1 now?
I'm imagining you've got your Scourge and 3 removal spells in hand.
You are close. I think this is another
Well, we got one.
Crippling Fear scenario. The old 2-for-1. Phyrexians love it. Love it. All right, so this deck is doing okay. I don't want to put the Phyrexian horses in front of the Phyrexian cart, but I think we're doing okay. And you probably just found swamp number 7.
Yeah, I did, actually.
You pass, all right.
I'm going to let you do something.
Well, I think I'm just going to keep nibbling at you with my lifelinker here.
Very polite of you, I appreciate that.
And then we'll use our Entomber to return a creature. This guy is all about value. We're going to get back the Cavalier. And then we're just going to sit on that for a minute, because if you play a creature, now I can kill it with the Cavalier.
That's true. That's true.
But if you don't play anything, you're dead in 4 turns. So choices, choices.
Choices. I think we're gonna attempt to save our life.
Okay, that now the clock is 10 turns, so that's better.
I hope you have all afternoon for this. I cleared my schedule when you said let's do this.
Yeah, well, I did not expect us to both have lifelink decks. That was Here we go. Is this Volt Scourge number 4? I think it is.
It's gotta be.
Or did I get one back?
So
3.
Let's see. Let's check your graveyard.
4. Yeah, I've drawn all 4 of the Scourges.
So that means I'm
and remember, I
overdue
started
for
with just 1 land in play, so... Oh, boy.
You know what? We're not hiding anything, so let's go.
I knew it. Okay, we both have hit clumps of swamps. All right, so this is a legit Phyrexian card I'm deploying now.
Yes, I'll take that.
I mean, it certainly has one in the art, anyway.
Yes.
All right. Boom, boom.
Now, how much does that hurt? All right. Well, if I have no hand, then
32. Yeah. Well, right. Child of Night.
Dodge. Chapter 2.
Sure. So I think.
Yeah. Where'd you go?
Keep 1 back.
Oh, just in case?
Well, otherwise we're at a stalemate, right? Because I do 2 to you, but you gain the 2 right back. So this is the only way to stay ahead of you. All right, Aerialist. But no attack.
Bye-bye, graveyard. Look at it all go there. That's so bad.
You weren't planning to use that anyway, were you? Vampires don't usually...
It's just a suspend 3 Bajukabog, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I'm alright with that.
Well, since I'm sitting on an abundance of mana and cards, I might as well...
Play them?
Yeah! Sacrifice this guy. Combo super great. I think I'm just going to throw the damage right at your face.
That's probably a good idea.
Kill that. Boom, boom. Now these guys can get in there. Okay.
All right. This
is where Sora needs to show up and do some vampire stuff.
I have a different idea. So I'm just going to play.
Just going to play it. Ooh. Okay. Not a vampire, but a thematic fit. You know, a bat. I like thematic fit. That's good. No, that's very good. Okay, so let's see. Is this just game? Yeah, I think...
In before the comments call you a bully. This happens sometimes.
Well, I certainly don't want to be accused of being a bully, so I'm just going to play a massacre worm.
Oh? No,
which is a Phyrexian, and well, you get to learn if you have an instant speed way to gain life.
I have a card.
Oh. Alright, so that's 1 for the Phyrexians. We will go to sideboarding now.
I've learned some things.
Okay.
I've learned some things.
Sure.
Let's actually side here, not pretend side like I usually do.
So let's see, what do I want? Don't make any changes. And I'm going to make changes, but I'm not going to say what they are because then you'll hear me.
Same? Same. I am also making changes, and I would love to see yours eventually.
No, you can't see. I think we're pretty good. I mean, we won that one. I'm just going to make small change. Small change.
Small change.
Small adjustment to the field.
Okay, let's do this.
All right.
I'll take game 2.
You will.
For anyone curious, if you'd like to just name it.
Bold claim from the Fire Blossom.
You know, you gotta be bold.
It's true.
You gotta be bold.
It's true.
Ah, those are cards.
Yeah.
Those are 7 cards.
Do they work well together? You don't have to answer that if you don't want to.
They're vampires. They're vampire-esque.
Ah, so no. Oh, okay. So there could be an eye twitch or some other.
Well, to be fair, my whole deck is vampire-esque, even the lands.
Yeah. Well, my whole deck is Phyrexian-esque.
Would you count the lands as vampiric? Here, take a look at that.
Let me take a closer look at that. So that is, well, okay. So first of all,
we got a dead body, and
it's an Ikoria land. Are there vampires on Ikoria.
Maybe I just think it's pretty.
It is pretty. I'll give you that.
Yeah, but you got plants growing. There's the little shards in the background.
Yeah,
It's
no, it's
colorful.
colorful, but also still dark and depressing. It's morbid with the skeleton, but I don't know if I would call it vampiric necessarily. But if you're
Well,
happy with it, I'm not. If you're happy with it, that's what matters.
I've also got the plain old round magic backs, and you've got some fancy stuff going
Oh
on.
yeah, I have a
So
sleeve. I have a pet. I am addicted to this game. Everything that I think I can get in foil or arts, but whatever I pretty much have. So
we're all about business over here.
it's true. This is all that patron money goes straight into cosmetics for Magic Arena because
Ryan's Cosmetics. Oh,
I'm very
man.
bad at budgeting. Again, I went to school for communications, not math, not any sort of useful. Oh, ooh. Ray's dead.
Get back here. She's back.
She's back. The death touch is back. Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. Here is a fantastic Phyrexian card. Legit Phyrexian. It's in the name. And it's one of my favorite pauper cards. Like, this is in mono black pauper. There's like a flicker pauper that uses this that I used in our tournament. So anyone who doesn't know, if you're a patron of Magic Arcanum, you get invited to our Discord, which is like a chat room thing. And on there, occasionally, hey, I'm telling a story and you're killing my guys.
Listen, you can tell your story, but I'm going to roll right through, so go on.
Rude. So we do run tournaments. We've done a pauper. We've done
Historic Brawl.
Historic Brawl. And we offer prizes. It's free to enter the tournament. You just have to be a patron first, which you can become a patron for as little as $3 a month, less than the price of a booster pack.
Easy.
You can join us, and then you get to play in these tournaments, and we give out cool stuff. And anyway, long story. But I had a Mardu Flicker Pauper deck that I think I made it to the semifinals, or was that the year? The year was that the month? Way back in April, I think.
You took that one to the semis. You went all the way to the semifinals.
Okay, that sounds right. All right. I haven't won one yet, though. Tournament.
Have I? Do we count that? Do we count the first
You,
tournament?
I think, did win the first one, right?
Yeah. If you count it.
Why wouldn't we count
debatable.
that? Why wouldn't we count
it? Does it count if I win? If I'm the one running the tournament? I feel like a little biased.
I don't see how that gives you any sort of advantage. I mean, it's not like... All the deck lists are public, so everyone signs up. You know what everyone's deck is. So it's not like you had...
Turn 7 duress.
Turn 7 duress.
See how this goes. What do you got in there?
Well, I'm trying to decide if I want you to see everything or if I want to fire off one of these right now.
2 mana. You got to eliminate? Is that it?
What? Daniel
friend.
Negreanu over here. Read my hand.
Oh, yeah.
That's a poker joke. I used to play poker a lot. Daniel Negreanu is like the best at reading hands cold. But she takes the tendrils.
Takes the tendrils. All right. How do I beat you?
How do you beat me?
To play this.
Gonna beat me? You gotta get thirsty. All right. I forgot that was even like a card. M20. All right, cool.
It's a good card.
Yeah.
It's a shoo-in in a vampire deck.
Yeah, there's not really any like tribal support like that for the Phyrexians, technically. So. Well, because they haven't been a tribe, so like.
That's true. How many cards got the on Arena? How many cards got
on
the
Arena?
Phyrexian?
So I pretty much just typed into the search bar Phyrexian, and then I dragged and dropped them all into the deck. There are the
that was my first Goblins deck.
Right. So there's a lot from. I mean, a lot. There are some from Jumpstart. There was a Phyrexian deck. That's where I got the lands and most of the cards from. Right. And then the Historic Anthology added the Praetors, so you could get Elish Norn and Jin-Gitaxias and those guys. But I wanted to keep it single color, so I just went with mono black. And then there's also... yeah, that works. The guy from Kaldheim, but he was already in Kaldheim, but they updated his... Vorinclex, they updated his
Gotcha.
text to also be... What
was he before? I can't even think of what it could possibly be.
Was he just a a beast or something, or just
I don't even. He's just always been
oh,
Phyrexian.
was it? He was just Praetor was his type, wasn't it?
Oh, right. Yeah, makes sense.
And now I think he's Phyrexian Praetor. But
What do you got going on?
this is where we admit that we don't actually know any of the cards, and now everyone in the comments is going to be like, "How did he not know Vorinclex is a? Why do you attack into my guy who does 3 damage? Why would you do?
I don't
that?
know, man.
Did you just activate my trap card?
Or did you activate my trap card?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you could.
I know it's in your hand almost.
You're just going to reanimate this guy again? Yeah, you
Maybe.
do know. You know, I'm not really sitting on any surprises. All right, so we'll just trade a 3-drop for or a 4-drop rather for a 2-drop. That's cool. We're gonna sign in blood ourselves, which I think is Phyrexian again. I'm gonna
you know, I did
continue
the
to defend every choice of this deck. But if you're watching at home and you look at my deck list and you're like, why is that card in there, Ryan? That's not Phyrexian at all. Keep that to yourself, you know, or leave it as a comment. Cosmos Elixir, that is what Vorinclex stole at the end of the Kaldheim story. So the Phyrexians do have this elixir now. I can definitively say that belongs in this deck.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
All right. 1818. You've got 2 cards in hand. I've got 4. So.
And one of them is a cleric.
One of them is yeah. So I guess if you already know about that one, do I have any dead creatures for him to get back though?
Yes, you do.
Oh, I do. Yeah. So this is gonna be
A couple
great.
of good ones too.
Yeah. So we'll start with him.
Helping.
Or I could look at your hand and make you
You could.
discard a non-creature, but I feel like most of your deck is creatures, so I'm going to get
Most
back my
of
own
it.
creature. I'm going to get back the Rager, even though I don't have enough lands to play the Rager. We're going to get him back anyway. And then we'll just see what you do about that.
Just see what I do about that.
What are you going to do about that?
Uh,
Nicole Bolas. What are you
worry.
gonna do?
We're gonna worry. We're gonna
Vampires should never worry. Well, all right. Murder the
I'm
guy
not a
who already
vampire,
drew me a
Mike.
card. That's fine.
Yeah, well,
You murdered a 2/2
I know I murdered a 2/2.
at 18 life.
All you have are 2/2s.
I wouldn't say that, strictly
Oh,
speaking.
Okay, for anyone who's not telling me what's in your hand, all
Yeah.
I see is
That's fair.
oh, I'd murder that one too. Look, see?
They just
Proving
keep
me
chaining.
right.
They keep chaining into each other. I can't help it. And then the elixir gets the life right back. So I think this is designed to work with the Phyrexian mana quite well, really.
Yeah, I guess it is, huh?
So despite not having any real tribal synergies, we are finding ways to make this deck hum.
I think we're at that point in my deck where we've run out of cards again. It's like right in the
yeah.
middle of the deck, we hit a
Yeah.
huge gap of nothing.
You need some card draw in there.
Yeah, we need something.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
No.
All right.
Sorry,
On a
but
roll.
no. He is getting
Oh, you're keeping this fun.
disfigured.
Ryan.
This is a great game. I think the Phyrexians are proving how effective they are at invading and conquering everything.
So, is this the prediction for this coming fall, where we go back to Innistrad and the Phyrexians invade, and we obviously know who is going to take that.
I don't know that Innistrad is going to have to deal with them. They still have the Eldrazi problem.
They still have that Eldrazi pro.
Right.
Yeah, we
Okay.
had to do something here.
Yeah, you did. Unfortunately, though,
Will you stop that?
I can't stop. I'm holding all these cards
Yeah,
that
stop,
all
stop.
seem pretty good. And oh man,
It's all right.
is this where the Phyrexians get to claim the Arcanum Cube? Should it be a
I think so.
Phyrexian inspired cube? Should it be something with
I
Mirrodin?
think we should leave it
be
up to the comments, but if you squish our two things together, it's getting a little spooky in here, don't you think?
a spook? It is.
We are hooked on the concept of a
Could we
spooky
do?
cube, guys.
I've heard that there is a mono black cube out there where all the cards are black, but it still has like different archetypes in it to like draft, but all just
I
within
can
one
see that.
color. I think that's kind of neat.
Fun.
but I don't know if I'm skilled enough that I would make my first attempt at a cube, because I've not done this before. I've always wanted to, and now that we have the official Arcanum Cube, that's like a good excuse to do it.
I have done a couple custom vintage cubes where I take out the cards I absolutely despise playing with and slot in some stuff that I don't rip my hair out for. That being said, Narset's still in there, and that's crazy.
Okay.
So,
all right.
I could, man, I'm dead.
I think you did. I think
so
the
dead.
Phyrexians claimed it in 2 games, so I think that means I get to decide, at least set the stage for our official Arcanum Cube. But I'm going to think about it for a little bit. Maybe get some help from people in the comments if you got some ideas. What would make a good Magic Arcanum Cube? It should be a collaborative process. Nobody's getting frozen out here. It's not like you've lost anything by losing. We want it. We want input. It should be a fun kind of collaborative thing. And then whatever cube we end up making, we're gonna put it in Cubeamajigs, because these things are super cool. And maybe it'll be a Phyrexian inspired cube, and we can get the Phyrexis art, and we can do some boxes with that. Maybe that's what we'll do. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I've had a lot of fun here today. Nicole, you've been a great sport. Your vampires did put up a good fight. I know that first game especially was very close for a while.
Yes.
So if you guys enjoyed watching, if you want to see us play more games on Arena, if you want us to do thematic stuff like this, if you liked our Brawl game, go back and check that one if you missed it. Let us know, because we are always looking for new things to put on the channel in addition to the story times. But this is just like a fun thing that we can do too. And we'll do an update on our cube, whenever we start to get that figured out. But I'd love to hear some ideas in the comments. So tell us what you think. Then make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss the great stories you'll only find
right here on Magic Arcanum.
That's right. Check out the Kickstarter for Cubeamajigs, and we'll see ya.